Hey, welcome back. With last episode, I fought a Hydra, and then I fought an Archaism, and then my computer threw a fit, and everything was chaos, but that's okay, because now I'm here. So, yes, excellent intro. Let's continue. We did it. Man, that hunk of metal didn't go down gently. Wow, you guys are really something else. I can't believe you actually beat that thing. I thought I recognized that uniform. You must be the students from the military academy. Thank goodness everyone's alright. Mission complete? It does look that way. Are you all unharmed? Oh, about time. Captain Claire, the Railway Military Police. I'm relieved that none of you seem to be seriously injured. Please, leave this to us and evacuate the building at once. Huh? What do you mean? This factory contains classified military information and materials. Only authorized personnel are permitted to enter. No exceptions. Not even for the daughter of the Reinford Company. But, well, can't say I'm happy about this, but, well, she does have a point. We'll leave things here to the military, but freaking Railway Military Police then. Thank you. Please show them out immediately. And make sure to treat them courteously. Give special attention to the injured. Yes, ma'am. With the Railway Military Police on the scene, the situation at the factory was under control in no time. They swept through, clearing out the remaining archaisms and extinguishing... Oh, I want to fight the archaisms. And extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. It looks like everything should be alright now. Sounds like all the people who were still inside are safe, at least. The Railway Military Police sure have earned their reputation. Agreed. Certainly have a newfound appreciation for their capabilities. Though I suppose I should have expected no less from an organization under the Chancellor's direct control. All's well that ends well, I guess. But still, this has the terrorist signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yep. Don't know why they wouldn't show up in person though. Yeah, makes me wonder what they were trying to accomplish here. I'm having that looked into as we speak. Cool voice. Oh, hey. Captain Claire. Thank you for all your help, Captain. Likewise. Thanks to your quick thinking, none of the personnel were critically injured. Glad to pitch in where we could. We're just happy to know that all the people inside made it out safely, as am I. That said, it doesn't excuse your actions. But we're Thors. We're Class 7. We do things. Huh? It was fortunate you were able to defeat that archaism without backup, but I don't appreciate that you ran in there without waiting for us to arrive. Not only does this factory contain confidential information, you yourselves could have been seriously hurt, or worse. Try to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. That's what I told you last night, and since it seems it didn't take, I'm telling you again. Wow, talk about a critic. Well, she's not wrong. I realize that, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to it, especially not that lives are on the line. What? If we have the power to save someone, and we don't use it to do that, what kind of people would that make us? That's why, even if you reprimand me, wow, that was awful, I won't regret us doing what we did. Oh, green. Very well then. Huh? Fortunately, no one was gravely injured. I'm willing to overlook your rashness this time, but I'd suggest exercising a little more caution in the future. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Woo! Look at you getting all tongue-tied, lover boy. You've fallen for her charms. I'm imagining Alyssa just looking at him, just saying, glare. I told you, it's not like that. Captain, do we have any idea where that archaism could have come from? Terrorists may be the prime suspects, but we didn't see any of them inside. Come to think of it, we were wondering the same thing. So we did a little digging around, and it seems they were brought into the factory in shipping containers. Not just recently either. Over 3 years or 3 months ago. I was 3 years ago. 3 months? That would mean they had been sitting in that factory since last June, back when we went to the Nord Highlands, and roughly a month before the Imperial Liberation Front announced themselves to the world in Heimdall. To be honest, we neglected to consider the possibility ourselves. Unbelievable. So today's incident was planned that far in advance? It certainly appears that way. Their leader is frighteningly cunning. But compared to the others, we still haven't turned up much on him. I suspect he was responsible for planning what happened here as well. You're talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in the capital? That's him. He was pretty tough. You could say that again. Exceptional strength and a calculating intellect. It looks like we're up against a real beast. It seems so. We'll need to remain vigilant going forward. But for now, you can leave things here to us. I suggest you get back to your field study. Wait a minute. Captain Claire? What is it? Is something wrong? There's no sign of the Provincial Army. By now, they should be well aware of what happened here. Damn it. I can't believe I forgot about them. Whoa. So what were you saying, Captain Claire? We've got trouble in the mine. It's been hit by the terrorists. Blast them. What? I feared as much. All units, withdraw. We're heading to the Sachsen Iron Mine. Send a message to HQ. I need 12 companies from the surrounding area here inside of 2 hours. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? I'm not sure, but from the sound of things, the mine we were in yesterday was attacked by the terrorists. Oh no, the miners. Sounds like we better shake a leg. Yeah, come on, let's follow them. And get involved. Because that's what we do best. Whoa. So that's the military factory. We're going to the Saxon Mountain Path, right? Yes, that is exactly what we're doing. Dog. Way. Let's go down this way. Away.
Ugh, every minute we spend here, things are getting worse for the miners.
Stay calm, Elisa.
Yeah, the railway military police are on their way, after all.
Let's at least try and get a look at what's going on.
But I want to fight first. Oh, I also want to save. That's important. There we go. Face me. Come on.
Eat that!
Hiya.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here
Indeed. You are weak against ice-related stuff. Let's go Frost Ninja Shot.
Right.
Hiya.
Right.
You got this. Ooh, almost there. Let's do a Crystal Flood. You know, just in case. Okay. Maybe it's not necessary. Okay.
Oh, we did it!
It was really not necessary.
Eat that!
Yeah. Yeah. Taking that. Only just one thing. Alright. I'm just streamlining my way all the way over there. Fighting what I can. Ah, he was facing me.
Eat that!
Hiya.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Indeed.
My turn.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. I do have things as Machias. And I can actually use them now. Maybe I could use Cross Crusade.
Right.
It's my turn.
Let's use Grand Press. Excellent.
Huh?
Alyssa's is pointless now.
All right, let's keep on moving.
There's one quick attack would have done it. Nothing? Alright. Alright, so where are we headed from here? Seems like a pretty straight shot.
Man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up
Would
the
shake
mine,
the very foundations of the Empire.
Going this way. Let's go this way.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
It's not that strong. What the hell? Well, things escalated quickly. This is awful. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see too far from this, or like this. Did the terrorists set fire to something? Looks like the fire has been put out. But something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than the military factory. Look! Over there, by the entrance! Huh? Looks like the railway military police and the provincial army. Yeah, but what are they doing here? Looks like the entrance is completely blocked off too. Let's go and take a closer look. Yes, let's. Away! At super speed. They look like they're confronting each other. The terrorists have complete control of the mine. They've taken the miners hostage. Any attempt to enter the mine may put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here, twiddling your thumbs without even attempting to negotiate with them. They clearly have an objective in mind here. We can't allow them to buy any further time. It looks like a pretty heated argument. So the terrorists have taken over the mine. And as the first ones on the scene, the provincial army has taken it upon themselves to set up a blockade. Or at least, that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? Man, this has suspicious written all over it. Yep, the provincial army is too well prepared. No matter how they look at this, or how you look at this, they've got to be in on it. You can't be serious. In on it. The terrorists set off some kind of explosion in there. Look at all that smoke pouring out. That's what they want you to think. But that doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some kind of reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's got something to do with the Rhineford's first factory. Ah, that's right. The railway military police were investigating the first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, that's what Captain Claire said. And that makes the timing of all this look pretty damn suspicious. Or suspect, is what he said. Almost like there's something they're trying to hide. And that'd mean they sealed the mine to give them time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense, if you think about it. But what could they be trying to hide? What's down there? No way to say for sure right now. What I can say, though, is that it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. We need to find some way to find them, if we can, or some way to help them. Let's return to Roer for now. We need to think carefully about what to do next. Alyssa. Yep, if we're going in, it's better to have a plan. Alright, let's head back. But what if I want to go at all haphazardly?
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The Iron Mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Reinford mines, refines, and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival. If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Oh, Angelica. And George.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
This bike is just full of surprises. You made the trip to Roer in 7 hours. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory?
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now, let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toa put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Reinford's yearly sales figures, government reports on the mine's productivity, you name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part, but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Sachsen Iron Mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment. Now that you know this, and given what's happening in Roer right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the Provincial Army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the Provincial Army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself. I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study.
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway. Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
Well, that's that.
The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the Provincial Army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know. That sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could, but would she?
Well, if you think so.
All right, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the Provincial Army's involvement here. George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
We were glad to have George, Angelica, and Toa backing us up. In a crisis like this, we needed all the help we could get. And as our first order of business, we went to see Chairman Arena, hoping she'd know of some way to sneak into the mine. Wow. My brain just stopped. We should get going too. Your mother should be back at the Rhineford headquarters by now, right? I think so. Sharon said she would be in around noon. We can always just ask at the reception desk, though. Huh. Looks like it will be kicking into high gear again. I feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. I mean, you're not wrong. Going up. I need to save. There we go. That works for me. Going in. Ooh. A lot seems to be happening. Lady Alyssa, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried when I heard you'd left the city. Oh, you're talking about the trouble at the mine, right? Actually, I was hoping to talk with Mother about that. Is she in her office right now? Chairman Arena returned just a short while ago. Would you like me to set up an appointment? Please. Yes, that's right. Lady Elisa has. Understood. She says she can see you right now, though she can't spare more than a few minutes. If you want to head up right now, she's waiting for you in her office. Thank you. It shouldn't take long. Alright, let's head up to floor 23. Right. Why do I get the feeling Sharon is going to be right there to welcome us? You can count on it. Well, you're not wrong. Where do I go? The elevators are this way. 23rd floor. Hello. Traveling to 23rd floor will cause the main story to advance. You will no longer be able to walk around Roer and the surrounding area. Be advised that any incomplete quests in Roer will expire if you do so. Do I have any? I don't think I do. Oh, the Nordia Highway monster. You were going to trick me and make it to where I didn't complete this request. How freaking dare you? I'm so mad. So you defeated the monster on the highway to the south, did you? Not too shabby for students. Thank you very much. Well, keep up the good work. Your reward. That's a lot of Sepith. And with that, you're excused. I've got no idea what kinds of other tasks you've been given. But don't get yourselves involved in matters that don't concern you, understood? Right. Never changing my perception of you, I see. Alright, so much better. Alright, I'm gonna call it a day though, now that I've done all that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, please press the little subscribe button. And if you like this video specifically, please make sure to video next time. I'm going to move on to the 23rd floor and talk with Irina and see what she has to say. And we'll just see what happens next. I'm excited. I might I'm pretty sure I will have Angelica on my party, which would be great. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.